Still spinning. Okay, I'm live. I'm live. I'm here. I'm here. Um, gonna try this. I have not gone live or yeah, I haven't gone live or done live in a while. So bring it back. Why not? I'll talk for a few minutes. If no one shows up, then I leave. But if people show up, hey, I'll stay and I'll make it interesting for you. Why not? But anyway, what are we talking about first? Because I haven't reviewed pay-per-views in a while because I missed Super Showdown. Don't intend on watching Friday's show, but I did watch Evolution, and honestly, I enjoyed it for what it was. It was a good show. I didn't watch the opening tag match with I guess Team Bestie and Leash Fox and Mickey James with Alexa Bliss in their corner. But at the same time, too, what's it called? I didn't watch that, and then because I was at the Toronto FC game, and then by the time I got home, the Battle Royale was already going on. So I was like, here now, let's just tune in. But I was not disappointed, to say the least, with the show. But the Battle Royale, it was what it was. It was a bit of a shit show. Nia winning, I'm okay with it, honestly. It's Nia winning. I personally would have preferred Ember or Asuka just to give them like that little resurgence. I got one person in here, so I'm staying in here for a longer time. Or until my Mac battery gives up because it's at 43 and I don't feel like I'm going to get the power cord. But then also like Io Shirai versus Toni Storm, great match. I'm a Toni Storm fan. I did become a fan of hers through watching actually last year's Mae Young Classic where she has some really good matches. I know she faced Piper Niven, and then her and Sane were in the finals. Kyrie had so many good matches last year. But and then segueing into that match, because Kyrie and Shayna, I was more or less surprised that Kyrie lost the match, to be honest. But at the same time, too, make Shayna look strong at the same, and also too, they have the whole horsewoman feud going on right now, considering Shayna and Ronda hold 2 of the titles, and then Becky's holding the 3rd. Whoever you are, just say who you are in the comments so I do know, because it's not popping up in my chat right now. I'm trying to fix that though. There we go. Yeah. And then after that was the SmackDown Women's Championship, which was the match of the night, honestly. Probably one of the best women's matches of 2017. Nothing wrong with it. They went out there and they just destroyed themselves for almost half an hour. The only conduit really was that Kyoto chair spot, which I didn't catch on until Monday morning. Yeah, but they just went out there and just laid it all on the line. It was just there were some predictable spots, like with her getting buried under the chairs. It's like we've seen that before with Brock. I'm pretty sure we've seen it with Braun. Like we know what's coming. Like she's gonna power out of it at like 7, and then 8 to get up, and then as 9. And you don't know if she's gonna make it to 10, but then before Kyo's about to go do the Ty Dillinger, she makes it up. But no, all in all, I enjoyed it. Becky versus, and then now Becky and Ronda is gonna be good. I'll get to that in a minute, but. Ronda versus Nikki was a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a shitty match. I didn't know if it was going to be 2 minutes, if it was going to be 30. It was 14, which I think was a pretty okay time. I would have made it less. But then again, because Nikki got ragdolled for a good majority of the match. And then she basically, the one good thing about the match was that when she did get hit, when the armbar did get applied, she was tapping immediately. Like almost immediately. Which was great, too, because it shows how vicious that armbar is. And then within doing so, then they had all the women come out afterwards. I don't know if the Bellas did come out or not. Personally, I was just happy that Nikki lost because, like, we don't need the Bellas with the titles or title. Whatever. Who cares? But then her post-match interview, she's saying, the Divas era is officially over. I'm like, the Divas era ended 3 years ago. And then, we'll be back. People are going to know who we are. It's like, no. You'll be back for the Women's Royal Rumble. Why? Because it's a chance for you to get on TV, maybe do something at WrestleMania, and then you'll go shoo buy away, and then they'll probably do another Evolution next year, so then you'll come back then. Literally, that's what's going to happen with them. It's like, yeah, like you can't not write this stuff, but apparently Nikki's doing some European dates, but I don't think she'll be doing TV. I'm pretty sure she'll solely be doing, she'll be probably just do house shows like what Ronda did. Actually, on the past European tour that just happened in May, I remember Ronda, she didn't do the TV. I don't know if she did TV or not. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I remember her doing live events in certain parts of Europe, I guess just to give her a little bit more of that scale, because now that she is champ, she's going to have to be on that European tour. And I've never been on one, so I can't judge, but it's probably going to be pretty tiring on those guys. So we'll see how Ronda reacts to that. Then we got Blood Money this Friday. But then after Blood Money is where shit gets interesting because you have 2 weeks to build up. And even right now, how they're building up Survivor Series already by if they're doing champ versus champ again, I'm fine with it. It was good last year. Leave it as is. Maybe do a Raw match. Maybe do a SmackDown match. Who knows? Like champ versus champ. Becky versus Ron could be really good. Shinsuke versus what's his name? If it's Shinsuke and Seth still, I'm not sure, but I heard about that tonight just because I did tune the SmackDown a little bit. I didn't watch the whole show because I was at Halloween, like the movie. And I got home and I watched the Raptors game just because I felt that was more intriguing. I watched SmackDown for like a little bit, so I didn't see too much, but once I saw the Carmella R2 dance break, I was kind of like, okay, this is my time to get out. Like, nothing against it and nothing against Carmella. It's just like, I was like, I have better things to watch. Yeah, but no, and then this coming week show was one of the best shows of the year, in my opinion, because guess what? If you don't want to watch it, you'll know what's going to happen by like 3 o'clock. Or like, by about the end of your workday, if you do work like a 9 to 5, you'll know by the end of the day whether, hey, show's going to be what's going on with the show, so you don't have to watch it. And because I remember back in the day, I used to be spoilers, but then now the fact too, like, I don't really care what happens, so it's like, yeah, you can find out then and there, and you don't have to tune in. It's fantastic. It's like the same thing as Super Showdown. That's why I like the European tour. And then you come back and then Survivor Series, who knows? And you get TLC, but then after TLC, you get a nice 6-week break, which I always like, to be honest, because you don't have to build anything. The Rumble, you can build maybe towards the end of the year, early into the next year. And Rumble, Mania tickets go on sale in 2 weeks. I'm just thinking about it now. Like, I'm not going this year. I'll state it now. I'll make a video about it in 2 weeks. Because why? Because I don't care. Because I'll get me views. But yeah, so cat's out of the bag with that one. But at the same time, too, with WrestleMania, first question in: am I going to SummerSlam in Toronto, Canada? Well, it's Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I live 20 minutes from Scotiabank Arena. Yes, I will be going to SummerSlam 2019. I say the same thing every year. Mania sneaks up on you quickly. I know SummerSlam's going to be doing the same thing next year to me because next year I'm treating SummerSlam like WrestleMania. I know they're not the same events and not on the same scales, but you know what? SummerSlam's a Mania. I'm going all out. And the fact that it's in my city is just even better. It's fantastic. But yeah, no, Mania sneaks up on you every year. If you're going this year, have fun. Just be prepared for tickets. Buy the travel package if you want to. They did throw in a thing this year I saw where you get unlimited subway rides for the shows because I know when we were there for SummerSlam 2015, we actually took the subway to get from Manhattan to Barclays. So I'm not sure where the travel package hotel is going to be, but I do know for a fact that you get Subway. So if you want a Subway to go to WrestleCon, because WrestleCon's in Manhattan near Central Park. And then the Raw, SmackDown, NXT Hall of Fame, all the way in Brooklyn. Access hasn't been posted yet, but apparently Newark for some reason. And then it also includes a train ride, which gets you to Mania. So yeah, if you want to look into that, that's a pretty good thing to include the package. Like how with Orlando, we got Universal Studios. And last year you didn't get anything because guess what? New Orleans was walking distance and New Orleans was great. And then 32 got the bus, and we also got the bus for 33. But at the same time, too, that train can come in clutch. Why? Because you will not have to deal with traffic or getting out of there. You probably have to deal with a lot of volume, which volume's an okay thing. I deal with that on a regular basis coming from a Leafs game, Raptors game, Jays game, TFC game. Go with it, I deal with it. Anyone else coming? No one else coming in? I may go to 10 minutes and just stop. Yeah, but SummerSlam 2019, oh, man, I'm going to be making so many videos about that, like what Pico did for All In, for example. I'm going to be doing that. Why? Because I can give you every little detail about Toronto, tell you where to stay, tell you where to eat, tell you where to shop. The convention center, it's a 10-minute, it's like a 5 to 10 minute walk to get from the convention center to Scotiabank Arena. You get a hotel somewhere in the downtown core, you're set. Like, they picked the perfect city to come to. They're bringing SummerSlam Access back, which is fantastic. WWE is a serious player in the Canadian market. And not Canadian markets, well, because we're the biggest Canadian market, but at the same time, too, in the general WWE markets. I think next year, too, you're going to get a lot of people who are going to be skipping out on 35 to go to SummerSlam. I'm not saying that 70,000 people are going to come to Toronto, but at the same time, too, I ain't saying that not every single person, like more people are going to be like, when they're picking it, comes down to the finer points. It's, do I go to SummerSlam? Do I go to Mania? Do I want to sit in the cold and potential snow for 7 hours? Or do I want to come to Toronto when it's nice and warm in the 6th in the middle of August? Pick the 6th. It's speak of the devil. I was just talking about you like a couple seconds ago. Oh, Tuesday Morning Wars is back. Who's back of the week? Part of my take credit for that. I guess so. We can make it back. I can't be available all the time. Why? Because I prioritize things in life. But if the Tuesday Night Wars can be back if they want to be, I won't be playing Fortnite. I show my face, Micah Bella's hat, all that fun stuff. So yeah, the wars are back. The wars are back. Who knows? Yeah, I kind of wish I did have my phone on me though, because my phone's in my room. You listen to Part of My Take? Yes, I do. I listen to 2 podcasts from Barstool Sports. I listen to Spin Chicklets, and I listen to Part of My Take. Part of My Take's good. It's just sometimes with the interviews, like sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. Do you wash? Sure. Sometimes I always wash my apples before I eat them, unless it's Eli Apple. But I'm not a Saints fan, and I was never a Giants fan. So yeah. But no, Part of My Take, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's a great podcast by Barstool Sports. If you haven't heard about it yet, it's kind of like you can't take them seriously. That's the only thing I'm going to say though. If you are going to listen to it, don't take them seriously. Big Cat and PFT commentator. Or PFT commentator, my bad. Also listen to Pro Football Talk with Mike Florio, the podcast. I know it's a radio show in the States, but I don't live in the States, so I get the podcast of it. And also to a couple of other ones here and there. Wrestling one sometimes. It's just when Jericho. Main wrestling one I do listen to is Talk Jericho, but only for when it's wrestling guests. When it's like other stuff like rock and roll, and like sometimes he has some out there guests. Don't really listen that much. But I heard tonight, though, because I know Ross was at SmackDown. SmackDown was in Atlanta. That they're going back there for a Raw in February. So I thought they'd be announcing like Elimination Chamber or something, just because I don't think Atlanta's had a pay-per-view in a while. And Atlanta is honestly one of the good markets for WWE. But at the same time, too, I don't think they want to do it because they're getting the Super Bowl in a few months. So I feel like they kind of want to avoid it, just because like the Super Bowl. I know it's not like the schedules don't butt heads or anything, but at the same time, too. The city's getting over the Super Bowl hangover. You got Raw for one night. It's okay. Pay-per-view kind of like there. I don't think Atlanta has a problem with it, but I just think at the same time, too, it's kind of like WWE, too, scheduling. It's like, hey, you're going to get this. You're going to get that. Because I know last night Raw was in Charlotte, and Charlotte's getting SmackDown in February. So it must be the night before that Raw is probably the one in Charlotte, in Atlanta. Oh, I think Buffalo gets a pay-per-view soon. Like, I like going there. They got a good arena. They got a good fan base. Sometimes, well, it's a lot of times too where the internet smarks come out, but Buffalo is one of the cities where I noticed it the most. Buffalo's got a really good arena. Rooting for them to get Elimination Chamber. Yeah. What else can I talk about? Like SummerSlam 2019. Like I can make video. Yeah, like I said, I'll make videos about where to eat, where to stay, what to do. Yankees play the weekend. They play Thursday to Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the Texas Rangers are in town. So, boo Texas Rangers. But yeah, so you can go see that if you want. Monday and Tuesday, I don't recommend it because I do clash with Raw and SmackDown. But the Wednesday game is at 12:30 in the afternoon. So if you want to go see it and be with 40,000 screaming kids because it's camp day. Long story short, Jays bring in camps. They don't bring in the camps, so like the camps can get big group rates and stuff, and they do banner contests. They do it for school as well when the game's either in April, May, or June. But July and August is camp day, and also they do September one. But September afternoon games rarely happen. 4:00 sometimes, but never really a 12:37 start time. So yeah, the Texas, and also too the with the Jays though, if you are doing that, I do recommend going on a Friday night, just because Saturday you're going to do Access or Takeover. But then Sunday's game 2 is at 1:00, but at the same time too, you can go from one to the other. But I just feel like you're going to be burnt out if you do that. So I would avoid that personally. Because I did this year too, and you never know too. The Toronto Heat, and at the same time too, take it from me, you want to relax before going to a big pay-per-view. You want to be full steam ahead, ready to go. Like how people, I met people at Fan Expo who already told me that they booked off work already for SummerSlam. Like I'm booking it off once the New Year hits, but at the same time too, it's like that's dedication right there. I got to start. Oh, yeah. But SummerSlam's gonna be a fun time. Can't wait for it. Pico, hopefully you're coming up for that if you're still on this chat. because I know Lorenzo's were talking about it. Falcon was talking about it. There's a bunch of people who were talking about it. I went on longer than I thought. I didn't go on longer than I thought, but then I was going to cancel. But then We the Pico's a savior. Go check him out. Guy's amazing. He's made some of my. I know he does the video heads for or the heads of videos, like the image, whatever you want to call it. He's done it for Abby a few times. I think he does most of them, and then he's done a couple for me. So Pico, thanks for it. He is in school for graphic design, I believe, and the kid's got a bright future. He's really talented. Can't take it away from him. Mark, talented. Only knock on him. They are Blackhawks fans. Nah, just kidding. I always had a jealousy factor, like, because I know it. Fiddling with a highlighter and I dropped it on, I'll pick it up with my foot. But one of those things too with the Blackhawks where it was just a jealousy thing because look, you win 3 cups in 6 years. You're gonna be jealous. Guess what though? Washington does have a cup ring. Yeah. Tuesday Night Wars is back. He's probably going to Phil right now. My phone's probably gonna be blowing up with messages and stuff. I don't even know if he's live. I can check right now, but if he ain't live, this ain't no war. This is a war that he's lost. Yeah. Like I remember before there was that whole stuff about, yeah, the war's not over. You know what? I don't even mention his name, like in the same vein conversation as me. Like, brush dirt off my shoulders. But anyway, guys, I've been talking for enough. I'm gonna go get ready for bed. I'm gonna fall asleep soon because I'm getting tired. And also, too, the battery's really going on my Mac. But too, I want to just go enjoy myself. But anyway, guys, go back and watch this. Like, comment, subscribe, keep it going up. And I promise you, more content will be coming soon. Anyway, happy Halloween. See you guys later.